Welcome back to Cosmeholics Anonymous. I am your favorite girl, Bo Vintage, and today's video is my Love and Hip Hop review. I have to switch it up this week because Basketball Wives has officially started and everybody has requested me to do Basketball Wives as well. So I have two shows to review on Monday, so I don't know if makeup will be a part of my Monday routine because it is 12:38 a.m. and to do my makeup right now would just be ridiculous. Like, no, I'm not gonna have enough space to do my makeup on top of reviewing Basketball Wives as well. So I'll have to figure something out, child. I don't know what's gonna happen. But next week I may do my makeup for one and then just have my face beat in the other video, or I may just not wear makeup on Mondays. It really all just depends. So yeah, let's get it started. So to start this episode off, Carly Red, messy ass, meets up with Sierra and they basically are going to chop it up about what happened with Mariah. Like, literally, Carly's just here to get the motherfucking tea. She doesn't care about nothing but the damn tea. She's the thirstiest bitch on the show. All she wants is motherfucking tea. That's it. Sierra, of course, tells her these two are claiming that they have been friends for a long time or that they're real good friends or whatever. And Sierra has no problem telling Carly her business. If I was in Atlanta, Carly Red is the last person I would tell my business to, but that's neither here nor there. Carly Red asks her if she's thinking about divorce or if she's gonna get a divorce, and Sierra basically says she doesn't really know. She also says that she's really heartbroken about the whole thing, like she doesn't really know what to do about it. I can always speak for my damn self. All I know is if somebody were to cheat on me, especially if they were cheating on me with my friend, oh, I'm getting a divorce. 1, 2, everybody's dying. Like, everybody's dying. I'm going to jail. I don't care. It is what it is. Like, I'm just not going to be played for a motherfucking fool. In the next scene, Waka Flocka takes Charlie out on a date. Charlie is Tammy's daughter. Waka Flocka calls Charlie his daughter, and Charlie does call Waka dad, but it's not his kid. It is Tammy's child from a previous relationship. I think Charlie looks just like Tammy, but with a little bit of a twist. She's really, really, really cute. She acts really awkward on camera. I noticed that with her scene with Waka and also her scene with her mom. She is a little awkward on camera and she talks like she's slow, but I think it's just because she's not comfortable in front of the camera. Waka is a fucking idiot and he basically is telling Charlie how he wants to buy Tammy back, but like, you cannot buy people back, Waka. Like, even though we all know Tammy finna get back with this nigga, you still can't just buy people back. You know what I mean? Like, he thinks that buying her something expensive or taking her somewhere nice is going to change the fact that the man done cheated on her countless times and she can't trust him. Like, once the trust is broken, it's really hard to get it back. Even if she does take him back, she is going to have that resentment, and she's never gonna trust Waka because he's proven time and time again that he can't be trusted. Like, he is a trifling ass nigga. That's it. He asked Charlie if he should get them a dog or Tammy a dog, and Charlie was like, hell to the nah, because she doesn't want to have to pick up the dog poo-poo like she been doing with the dog they already have. So getting a dog is definite no. She suggests that he takes her mom out to a restaurant in Paris, and he basically says, we already did that. And after he says that they were already gone on trips or whatever, he basically said he'll have to figure something out, but he wants to do something special for Tammy to, you know, say that he's definitely changed and blah blah blah. He ain't changed. People don't change, child. Things about them might, but people don't change, and if they do change, it's never for the better. Like, oh boy. In the next scene, Tommy is out here making wine, and the guy that owns this, or I don't know if he owns the place, but he is the one that is basically helping her make a Chardonnay. And the way she's talking to him in the scene, I was fucking dying, because this is a little old white man, and she's telling him, when you drink this wine, it has to make you feel like that nigga, like you have to be that nigga to drink this, and blah blah blah. And the old man is just there sipping the wine, and I know he's uncomfortable as hell, because why is she telling this man, this old ass man, that he has to be that nigga? You know this old ass white man don't want to be a nigga. Like, stop this. Stop this right the fuck now. But he was chill, And then shortly after they were having this conversation, KK walks in. KK is Karen. Karen is Tommy's ex-man's mom. And she was dressed like an old thot. She was wearing an outfit that I wouldn't even say that I would wear. She was just wearing an old thought-ass outfit. I don't know if she has a Fashion Nova coupon code, child, but she was wearing a thought-ass outfit, okay? There was a split up to her damn panty line, if that, and she was wearing thigh-high boots, and she was just trying to keep it real young, because Karen is probably in her 50s at this point, and she was just trying to keep it spicy. But I was actually shocked by how she was dressed. I was. She tries to enlighten Tommy on the fact that because Tommy does have a drinking problem, her going into the wine field is probably not the smartest idea. And so she was just trying to offer Tommy advice, but she ended up really just striking a nerve with Tommy because Tommy doesn't accept that she has a drinking problem. She's like, everybody on something. I'm on wine, my nigga. And I'm just like, touche. Me too, bitch. Like, honestly, Karen tries to ask her if she drinks every day, and Tommy tries to say, I'm not drunk every day. And Karen's like, I didn't say you were drunk every day. I said, do you drink every day? Because normal people don't have a drink every day. They just don't. If you do have a drinking problem, you may drink every day. Even if you don't get drunk every day, you may have a glass of wine every day. Look, they say a glass of wine a day keeps the doctor away. It's like an apple, child. So, or they say drinking wine is good. One glass is good for cardio. And child, I don't know. I could be talking shit. But all I know is that Tommy definitely does have a drinking problem. And so Karen was just trying to give her words of wisdom and tell her or encourage her to get the help that she needs if she's going to be venturing into this, because she doesn't want her to be consuming all these bottles that she's supposed to be selling. This conversation they're having makes Tommy really, really, really emotional. Tommy says she does not have a job. And when she said this, I was just like, Mona not paying these people enough, child. Especially because there's the rumors that Tommy is now fired, or she's been let go from Love and Hip Hop because she's a security issue. She doesn't have a job. And so she's trying to make money or venture out and do stuff the best way she knows how, but she's gonna struggle a bit. Tommy looks like the type that would have a sugar daddy, so I don't know why she ain't out here on Secret Arrangements or something getting her a sugar daddy, because she would get one easy peasy, get a rich African like they do a motherfucking Real Housewives of Atlanta, and call it a day. Like, I think Tommy will be fine. She makes for good TV, and I think that even if she isn't on Love and Hip Hop anymore, another network or another show will definitely pick her up, because she's the one to watch. She really is. Anyway, after she basically brushes off what Karen is trying to say to her, she invites Karen to the wine tasting. She's like, regardless of everything, I'm having a wine tasting and I want you there, blah, 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 blah. She also says to Karen that she wants to invite her mom. She's just not sure about it because of everything that's been going on with them. And Karen basically tells her that she should invite her because it would be like turning over a new leaf and blah, 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 blah. In the next scene, Waka meets up with his mother, Deb Antony, and Deb, for the first time ever, has a hairstyle that I do not hate. She was wearing a lace front, but it was long. Usually her hair is like blonde and stupid, and like I just can't. Like, she has these weird bowl cuts sometimes, or like these short hairstyles, and I'm just looking at her like, Deb, why? Like, bitch, why? But today she had a normal hairstyle and I was feeling it. I wasn't feeling it, but I was just like, finally, like, please, like, have you seen yourself on TV, ma'am? Okay, she's always looking crazy. Like, her hair is always just a mess. So I was glad to see her in a regular ass dark root and then blonde, I guess some sort of ombre hairstyle. He's just talking to her about the whole Tammy situation, and she basically tells him, like, you need to fix up, my nigga. Like, we ain't got time to play this, because you most certainly are not bringing anybody else to my doorstep. Like, she loves Tammy. They have a great relationship. She doesn't want her son with anybody but Tammy, because she knows Tammy, and she knows that Tammy is not out here looking for Waka's pockets and all of that. So she just wants her son to be with Tammy and Tammy to be with her son and them to be happily ever after. But Waka is a cheating, lying bastard, so I don't know if that'll ever happen. I just feel like there are certain men that can't get it together when it comes to infidelity, and Waka Flocka definitely falls into that category, because Tammy is a good woman to him, and because in the past she's allowed him to walk all over her and do what he pleases, and she always takes him back. He knows that. He knows that you're going to take him back, and that's why he will continue to do the things he does, because no matter how many times he tries to say he's changed this, that, and the third, and you push him away for longer periods of time, you always still take him back. It has to get to a point where he loses her for good for him to understand what he put her through, and then the next bitch won't have to go through it. That's just how it works. I'm sorry. In the next scene, Stevie and Jocelyn have a court date, and they just show them coming out of the court. There's never ever scenes inside an actual court, so did they really have a court date? I don't know. But what I do know is that Jocelyn is pissed because Stevie has been, I guess, sort of denying Jocelyn's baby while she's pregnant, and he only recently had gone to do the paternity test for the baby, and so she was irritated at the fact that he was in the court asking the judge for full custody when he doesn't pay child support for his other kids. He is a recovering addict, and he's in and out of rehab, and he can't get his shit together, and so she's just baffled at the fact that he would ask for full custody when he's not even claiming this baby. Like, she just thinks that's actually outrageous. She's pissed, and so she says that she's gonna take her little baby and move to Miami. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Amina did, except Amina took her baby and moved to LA to be away from Peter, but then was telling Peter he could have her if he wanted. I'm not going to get into Amina and Peter right now because that is just not relevant, but Jocelyn saying that she's going to take her child to Miami just makes me think of that. In this next scene, Jock is performing at some club, and y'all, if y'all seen the amount of extras they had in this place, the party was packed. They was jamming out to this song by Young Jock. I don't know what it's called. They didn't put it on the screen. If they did, I missed it. But Jock was performing. Tommy came out to support, and so did Jessica Dime. So they were sitting in a booth, and after Jock finished performing, he went over to the booth, and he greeted Tommy, he greeted Dime, and then he sat down to have a chit chat with them. Jock is the female Carly Red this season. I don't know why, but he just is. He does have a lot of drama going on. He's involved in everybody else's drama. Jessica Dime is over here trying to figure out if Jock and Tommy are actually in a real type of relationship, and she can't figure it out for the life of her, so she decides to ask them. She asks about Carly Red specifically because she is Carly's friend, so she was asking Jock about it, and she suggests to him that he should tell Carly about his relationship, whatever he has going on with Tommy. And so Jock tries to say whatever he has with Carly is totally different than what he has with Tommy, and he doesn't feel as though he needs to share that information with Carly because he's grown, this, that, and the third. Jock is very one-sided. He feels as though he can be in a relationship with this woman, that woman, the next bitch, but he doesn't have to tell nobody what he's doing. But his baby mother is out here fucking with his friend, and she's a thought for it. Now, granted, the person that Cena is fucking with is a PIMP, so it's just like, okay, yeah, Cena, baby girl, no, like, just no. But at the same time, I think that no matter who Cena was fucking with, Jock would still have an issue with it, which is what I don't like about him. I don't like guys like that. Like, don't be out here having, I don't even know how he has so many bitches to begin with. Like, he has a perm. Like, that's already a no for me. That's it. He is really funny, so we'll give him that. I guess that makes up for other areas that he may be lacking in, but he ain't nothing to look at. So it's just like, why does he have all these jubbies? Like, why does he have all these girls up? I don't get it. And it's obvious that his and Tommy's relationship is not anything sexual. They don't even have that kind of chemistry. I feel like they're just cool or whatever. Even so, it's just like, he gets all the attention. He really just does. Maybe it's for the show. I don't know. But he seems to have, he got damn near, 4 or 5 baby, he has, I think, 4 baby mothers. So Jock gets the bitches, honey. He does. And he's married still. That's the thing. Jock has not filed for divorce. Like, he's still married. So it's just like, I don't know. Anyway, as I was saying, because I was ranting, I think, just now. As I was saying, Jock basically tells Jessica that whatever he has going on with Tommy is none of Carly's business. So then he actually switches the topic of conversation to Tommy and asks her about Treasure P, the girl that Tommy beat up last week. Tommy clarifies that she really didn't want to have to take it there, but homegirl was talking out the side of her neck, so she had to slap her up a little bit, and that was basically it. So the last thing that happens in this scene is that Tommy tells Jessica and Jock that she is going to have a wine tasting party because she's made this Chardonnay. Both of them are side-eyeing the fuck out of her because everybody knows Tommy should not be drinking and she should not be going into the liquor business, period. But Tommy is gonna do Tommy shit and she's gonna do what Tommy feels like doing. All they can do is support her. In the next scene, Mariah and Sierra meet up. Okay, they're at some restaurant. Sierra confronts her. I already knew that this was going to not go well. Like, I just knew because from the very beginning, Sierra has basically been in denial about the situation. Even when it's being told to her in her face, she's still in denial about it. So I knew that this was not going to go well. Mariah starts telling her about the night of the book signing, which is the night that her and Sierra's husband Pow Pow originally started hooking up. And so she tells her, you know, you asked me to bring him home and he was just so gone and I was lit too and he started groping on me in the car. One thing led to another, blah, 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 blah. And Sierra is like, you was a damn lie. And I was just like, oh shit. So I'm thinking that she's gonna say, I never told you to take my husband home, blah, blah, blah. No. This bitch started saying that Mariah's body is that of a 13-year-old boy, so she can't be telling the truth that her husband started feeling up on her. She doesn't believe that that's what happened that night. My thing is, she said she kicked her husband out, okay? So that's what she told Carly Red. Sorry, I forgot to say that earlier. She did kick her husband out of the house, but I want to know how she's been dealing with him because I want to know why she's so quick to call Mariah a liar. But your man's been lying to you too. This does not justify Mariah's actions in this at all. Please do not confuse that because she's a trick-ass bitch. But I just want to know why she's accusing Mariah of lying about the events that happened that night when it's evident that that's not even important. It doesn't matter how. Even if Mariah is lying, it doesn't matter that she's lying about what really happened because the fact of the matter is it happened. Your husband disrespected your marriage. Mariah disrespected your marriage and they've been disrespecting it for an entire year. So whether it happened the night of the book signing and niggas was drunk or whether it happened after church on Sunday, one Sunday, it doesn't matter. What matters is that they're both trifling and they both played you out and you have to deal with that now. I don't even know why she fucking met up with her to begin with because at the end of the day, everybody should be dead. Like, everybody should be dead already. I don't understand why niggas is not dead. Why is she not in jail? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. So once Sierra makes the 13-year-old boy comment to Mariah, that's when it basically escalates. And Mariah starts getting out of pocket. She starts talking about how she came here wanting to be nice to her, but she doesn't want to hear the truth and blah, 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 and ray-tay-tay. Sierra gets pissed. She whips her bag across the damn table. Like, that's a scary bitch thing to do. Why are you whipping your purse across the table? Bitch, jump if you finna jump. Like, don't take your big-ass purse and whip it across the table. I'm not throwing my purse across the table. What was in your bag that you didn't care about that you're just gonna whip your bag across the table? Jump across the table, bitch. And so right when that happened, security came with the quickness, child, and they were not having it in the restaurant. The security came, they made sure the girls were separated, and they gave Sierra her bag, and she proceeded to walk towards the exit of the restaurant. However, Mariah made sure to talk some shit as Sierra was leaving. The shit Mariah is saying in this moment is that if Sierra wasn't gonna pay her or isn't paying her, she was gonna get the money from her man instead. This is something she said on probably more than one episode at this point. We've heard Mariah say this before. She gonna get the money from somebody man instead if the person ain't paying her right. And she also said that she stacked all the money that Pow Pow gave her and that neither one of them or anybody at the shop can do or say anything to her about it. She is just disgusting. I can't even deal with her. Like, you're actually disgusting. She's trash. Like, you're fucking trash. So in the next scene, Tammy actually goes to talk to Charlie. Charlie is her daughter, like I said, the same little gal that was out with Waka. And she basically is going to go be nosy to see what happened on Charlie's and Waka's date. Charlie's basically like begging her mom to forgive Waka. I guess Waka's just a big part of her life. And so Tammy's trying to tell her sometimes when a guy is not treating you like the queen or the princess that you are, you have to either take a break or you have to say, night night nigga, like ain't nobody got time. But that's one of my issues with Tammy. Every time that Waka has done her dirty, she's taken him back, and she has a daughter growing up in the situation and seeing her mom do that, and I really feel like Charlie will fall into that cycle because that's all she knows. She knows that Waka has continuously done her mom dirty and her mom continuously takes him back. So when she starts dating and going out with people and they start doing her dirty, she's going to forgive them and take them back every single time, and she is just going to be a really, really hard cycle to break. I feel bad for her in that sense because I feel like Tammy's not making a good example, but it's not my damn place to talk about Tammy's parenting skills, or I don't even really consider that parenting skills. I just consider that life skills. Like, you're not going to have your daughter growing up in an environment where you're constantly being dogged out by a man, and then when the same thing's happening to her when she starts dating, she's probably going to resent you because that's all she knows. So I feel bad for both of them in that aspect, but I really wish Tammy knew her self-worth, because if she did, she wouldn't accept Waka back into her life. You know what I mean? She would walk away for good because there's no benefit. He could buy her all the shoes, cars, and clothes in the world. At the end of the day, if he's still cheating on her or if he's still breaking her heart, what is the point? Those things can't fix that. You know what I mean? Material things can't fix a broken heart, child. Well, sometimes they can, but not in this situation, okay? Not in this situation. No, I don't follow Tammy or Waka Flocka on social media, but I do follow blogs, and if they're together or doing stuff together, they do post photos together. So we know that Tammy definitely has once again accepted him back into her relationship. So I don't know why she's doing this hard to get storyline, because we know better. Like, we know better already, Tammy. Just cut the shit, okay? Get a different storyline. So in the next scene, we meet Jocelyn's brother. Jocelyn has a brother. I think he's younger than her, and he ain't got no weird ass accent like Jocelyn has. So I really think the rumors about Jocelyn's accent being fake are real. But then if that's the case, she's a really, really good actress. But we've seen her cry on cue before, so we know that, you know, that is her. She's very, very good at acting. But her accent has always struck me as a very weird accent. I'm not, you know, too familiar with the Puerto Rican accent, but ain't Fat Joe Puerto Rican, child? I don't know. Have we heard Jocelyn speak a lick of Spanish before? I don't know. I've heard that Jocelyn's not even from Puerto Rico. I've heard that she is really Chanelica. Like, there's so many rumors revolving Jocelyn that we don't know what's true and what's fake, and so it's hard to say. Yeah, I don't know about that, but all I know is her brother's accent was not anything like hers. Other than that, her brother is adorable. He's kind of cute, you know, I ain't gonna lie, he's kind of cute. In this scene, they're basically opening up the test results. And then in another scene at a different place, Stevie is there. I don't know if that was his brother, his lawyer, his daddy, chat. I don't know who Stevie was with, but that person was with Stevie, and he was going to open up the DNA results as well. The results come back 99.9, greater than 99.9% that Stevie is the father of Bonnie Bella. Bitch, we already knew. This is old news. I could have skipped this scene. Stevie says that now that he knows for sure that Bonnie Bella is his child, he is just hoping that he can work things out with Jocelyn. I don't know if he means romantically, but that's probably what the fuck he means. But it's going to be really hard, and he knows that. And Jocelyn is actually saying that she's wants him to just write her a check and be done with him, because she's over it. Like, she doesn't want anything to do with him. However, today on social media they did, or yesterday now that you're watching this video, they did post a picture together and they were looking really lovey-dovey in the photo, so I really don't know, but that's kind of fucked up that Stevie would get back with her, especially after what she's accused him of in regards to Eva. That's crazy. Like, I get you how she's now your baby mother, but that is insane. That is absolutely insane. So in the next scene, it is Tommy's wine tasting party. And everyone, including Scrappy, Lil Scrappy, is concerned about Tommy being in the wine business. Like, if Lil Scrappy is concerned about you, you know you damn well should not be in the wine business. Like, she really should not be next to liquor. But you know what? We don't know Tommy on a personal level. We don't live in her house. We don't really know what her alcohol consumption is for the week. So we shouldn't really say she shouldn't be doing this, that, and the third, because, bitch, we don't really know. Rashida actually came out to play tonight, and she looks gorgeous as always. She always looks stunning, and I can never wrap my head around the fact that Kirk would cheat on her. But you know what? I find that it's always the pretty woman getting cheated on. It really is. Like, just can't win. Like, they just can't. And I'm saying they because even if I'm pretty, child, well, I don't want to be in that category, so I'm gonna say they. Okay, I'm gonna put myself in that category at all. I'm so sorry about it. Like, sorry, not here for it. Despite the fact that she was out, she did approach the table that Lil Scrappy and Jock and stuff were sitting at, and her vibe was awkward. You could tell that she hadn't been out in a long time, and everybody could sense that as well, and she was hiding under a rock, but she came out tonight to let people know that she is alive and kicking and doing well, and she's not at home crying herself to sleep at night because her man's a trifling hoe ass nigga with 3 earrings in his ear. No shade, no tea. So Tommy goes to talk to Jessica Dime, and she asks her about the wine, and Jessica tells her, now, you know I'm not a wine girl, but she also tells her that the wine is personally a little too strong for her tasting or her liking. Tommy says it's 13%. Jessica says that it will definitely get the job done. So I need to have this wine in my life. Tommy, send me a bottle if you're watching this. Hi, how are you? So KK shows up, and Tommy goes over to see her, to greet her, and Karen actually calls Scrap DeLeon, who is Tommy's ex-boyfriend, and Tommy actually says that her and Scrap have not spoken or seen each other since he has gone to jail. And so she was super giddy. Like, she was so happy to hear his voice and to talk to him, and he was just saying he's proud of her and blah blah blah, and it was the cutest thing ever. Like, she was just overjoyed to hear from him, and she just felt so good. And in her confessional, she tried to keep it G. She said, she basically was trying to say, like, even though she's really happy and she's smiling and stuff, she's still a G. And she tried to, like, put on a hard face, but then she just ended up laughing because she damn well knew that she was feeling sappy for Scrap E. Not Scrappy, child, just Scrap. It had to rhyme, okay? Fuck. So lovely Mimi shows up to the party, and everybody's kind of looking at her. It was just an awkward entrance. Like, she came in loud and she came in like herself, and everybody was kind of like, hey, like, who are you? Like, you know, it was just awkward entrance. I don't know if anyone picked up on it, but I sure the fuck did. It was just awkward, okay? That's all I can say. It didn't stay awkward, but it was awkward. It's always awkward showing up, like, last to a party and everybody kind of just, like, turns their head to look at you. We don't like that. I like to be first at parties so that everybody has to greet me. Whereas if I go to a party after everybody, I have to say hi to everybody. And I'm like, hi. Like, no, I don't like to do that. Like, let me be there first, ho. I'll be there first. Everybody say hi to me. I don't want to say hi to anybody, child. I don't want to walk into the party and then have to, like, hug everybody. And then if you don't hug everybody, it's like, okay, like, who does this bitch think she is? But it's just like, how many hugs am I really going to give out? If I go to a party with 15 people and I know all 15 people and I got there last, I have to greet everybody. Like, ew. So I'd rather be the first person at a 15 people party and everybody has to say hi to me. That way it's not awkward. Am I alone on that? Or like, anyway, Tommy ends up giving a little speech. She thanks everybody for coming out tonight, and she's just really happy that they're there to support her. It was a really cute speech. It was. And she also coined a new term. Instead of saying inebriated, drunk, wasted, fucked up, toe up, turns up, the term is now overly absorbing alcohol. I liked it. I thought it was classy. She classified being drunk by saying that she was overly absorbing. I am overly absorbing this vodka. I like it a lot. Okay, we need shirts, guys. We need shirts. So everybody's sitting at the table now, and they're just having casual convo, and of course Mimi comes in to drop a motherfucking bomb. Lovely Mimi, by the way, not the OG Mimi, because OG Mimi is also at the table. But lovely Mimi turns and she's like, hey Jessica, like what's up? I haven't seen you since Jocelyn's party. Once again, the delivery made me feel like it was scripted. I felt like she was told to make sure you address Jessica and say to her that you haven't seen her since the party, since Jocelyn's video shoot. Make sure that you do that. That's what I feel like happened. I feel like she was told that that's her cue. She's supposed to start the conversation off with Jessica that way. It just didn't seem natural. Usually if you're saying hi to somebody, even if I haven't seen somebody in a long time, I'm not gonna be like, hey, I haven't seen you since that barbecue down on Peachtree Street fucking 4 years ago. Like, nobody starts a conversation like that. You would say I haven't seen you since last week or whatever. I don't know the fuck. Nobody starts a conversation like that. It was just not natural. So once again, I feel as though Mimi was told that she had to say that to make sure that some drama would happen at that table, because everybody at that table does not fuck with Jocelyn except for lovely Mimi. So you could tell it was staged. When Mimi said this, my heart sunk to my damn stomach, because I said, oh Lord Jesus, what is about to pop off? Because you do not just bring up this lady named Jocelyn and somebody don't get mad. And so at this point, Tammy, I think her heart done stopped too, because as soon as lovely Mimi said that, Tammy was out here checking her damn watch to see, oh bitch, I got to go, honey. Like, I'm done for the night. I'm turning in. Like, it's over. So Tommy turns her head to Jessica Dime and she's like, you went, and she's like making sure she's all the way back here, child. Like, she broke her damn neck and she said, you went to Jocelyn's video shoot, like you guys are cool now? And Jessica eases in. She was slow to answer. I don't think she wanted to talk about this right now today, but she did anyway. So she starts explaining to Tommy and she says, you know, since you turned over a new leaf and you're doing positive things, I feel as though Jocelyn has turned over a new leaf as well. And so Tammy actually interrupts, and Tammy's like, she asked Jessica if lovely Mimi painted her nails as well. This actually upset Jessica, but lovely Mimi answered the question for her and she said, no, I didn't do her nails, but she said it in her little Korean accent that she puts on. In Jessica's confessional, she actually calls Tammy a dog face troll or something of the sort. She's pissed that she's trying to change the subject because she doesn't like the fact that Jessica is talking about Jocelyn, because Tammy doesn't like Jocelyn. She's trying to cut her off, and so that's why Jessica's pissed. And Jessica tells us that she doesn't like Tammy because Tammy tried to reach out to her on Instagram and basically come for her hair choice, basically saying that women over certain ages shouldn't be wearing colored hair. I don't know why she would bother to DM Jessica anything of the sort. Like, why is she concerning herself with Jessica's hair? I don't know. However, Jessica does look better with black hair. She does. However, pink hair is fun. Like, I used to have pink hair. I used to have blue hair. I used to have green hair, chat. Like, I've had literally every color hair, probably except for vitamin C orange. And I've been thinking about it lately. I ain't gonna lie. So, yeah, I was just kind of taken back. I've always wondered why Jessica didn't really fuck with Tammy. But now we know why. It is a very petty reason, but at the same time, it's just like, why are you sticking your nose where it doesn't need to be stuck? Like, I don't know why she would DM Jessica and tell her that she shouldn't be wearing pink hair. If she wants to wear pink hair, she's a grown-ass woman, she can wear pink hair. She sells pink hair. Like, Tammy need to mind her damn business, okay? That's it. Like, if tables were turned, Jessica could turn around and say, and I don't think that you should be with Waka Flocka because he cheated on you more than once. He's publicly embarrassed you and you are still with him and you're making a bad example for your daughter. If she had said that, Tammy would be pissed. But Jessica's not going to say that because it's none of her damn business, and she's going to stay out of Tammy's business just the same way Tammy should stay out of her damn business. Like, it is what it is. In my personal opinion, however, gotta add this in here, in my personal opinion, I feel as though by Tammy trying to switch the subject to say if Mimi did her nails as well, she was saving Jessica, because talking about Jocelyn brings a very negative energy, and as we saw, because she continued to talk about her, it did escalate. She basically told Tammy to shut up. She told her to go ahead over there or whatever. Jessica told Tammy to calm down. Tammy attempted to throw a drink at Dime, but the drink was caught in midair by security. Now, I'm gonna say Tammy tried to throw the drink and the security caught it. I don't think Jessica tried to throw the drink and security caught it. Pretty sure it was Tammy that threw the drink. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. So they were yelling back and forth. Obviously, nothing's getting resolved. And then Tommy basically tells Jessica to get out. Like, she's basically kicking her out because she feels as though Jessica is some sort of informant bitch. She is basically having some hidden agenda because she's now friends with Jocelyn again, so she can't be trusted, and blah, 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 blah. She throws her drink on Jessica. I thought this was very unnecessary, but she did. She threw her drink on Jessica. Jessica's ready to pop off. She's ready to pop off too, but security is in abundance right now, and they're ready to pull these girls apart. Well, they didn't even get together to begin with, but they're ready to separate the girls and escort Jessica out of the building because this was Tommy's event. After this commotion, Tommy gives yet another speech, and she basically tells Tammy, you weren't wrong for anything that you said to her, blah, 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 blah. And everybody's holding their glasses up, but what I noticed was, one, nobody drinking after they done hold their glasses up. So either this wine is horrible and Jessica was right, it's too strong or something, or these bitches is fake. Like, you don't do a toast or, you know, celebrate something, hold your glasses up and then don't sip it after. Like, Tammy put her glass right back down on the table. Rashida, I believe, did the same thing. I think only like 2 or 3 people actually sipped after they held their glasses up and did a whole cheers thing. Like, that's not cool. So lovely Mimi actually was saying she didn't realize that bringing that up was going to cause such an issue, but she let it out the bag that Melissa was helping, or Melissa helped to mend the friendship between Jocelyn and Jessica Dime. And of course, OG Mimi wasn't feeling that at all. She was pissed. She was saying Melissa loves to straddle the fence and blah, blah, blah. Honey loaves. You guys.
No, babe.
Her titties are not okay ever in life. Mimi, yeah. This is how I feel about your boobs.
Looking like bread back.
They're not glazed in honey this time. Last season, they were honey glazed.
It's dry today.
They're horrid. And Melissa knows everything that each one of those people have gone through with Jocelyn, and so she's kind of fucked up about it, how she would try to mend that friendship between Dime and Jocelyn. And while this conversation is going on, Tommy's mother walks in and everybody's kind of like silent. This is when the episode ended, and next week we will see what happens between Tommy and her mother. I don't know if it's going to be pretty. Next week is definitely going to be drama filled as well, and that's basically it. After I watch this, my ass moved right on to Basketball Wives LA. So I will see you in my other video that is going to be uploaded right after this one. I love you all, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.